If you are over 60 and there are just two of you at home now, you have probably had the thought standing at that membership counter. The kids are grown and gone, the cart is half as full as it used to be, and a warehouse club built for big families starts to feel like a fee you pay out of habit. So let me answer the real question first, with the biggest number in this whole video. A pair of prescription hearing aids that runs $3,500 to $7,000 at a private clinic costs around $1,500 at the Costco Hearing Center for comparable technology. That one counter, used one time, pays for more than 20 years of membership. And it is one of 15 things a retired couple can pull out of this store that the cashier will never mention and the membership desk will never advertise. And before I hand you a single one of them, let me tell you who is talking, because that is the whole reason this is worth your time. I am not a reporter, and I am not a salesman working on commission. I am one of you. I am over 60, on the same fixed income, sitting at the same kitchen table, doing the same math at the end of the month. And every single thing on this list, I went and checked myself, one at a time, against Costco's own pages and a few phone calls of my own, because I will not pass you anything I have not confirmed with my own two hands. That is exactly how I found out that at least two of these have quietly changed this year, and almost nobody else bothered to update them. So here is the honest part, said plainly. Costco does not have a senior discount. It never has, and no clever code is waiting at the service desk. So anyone promising you one is copying an old list instead of picking up a phone. What Costco has instead are 15 real levers a retired couple can pull, and two of them you can use without paying the membership fee at all. Get a pen. By the end, you will have the program, the exact words to say, and what it is worth. And at number 2, I am going to bust the most repeated Costco myth there is. And one more thing before we start. I have already put every one of these on a free printable list for you, but I cannot post the link to it until this channel reaches 1,000 subscribers. That is simply YouTube's policy, not my choice. So if even one of these is worth keeping, please tap subscribe before you go. It is free and it costs you nothing, and it is the one thing that lets me put that link up and get the list into your hands. Thank you for that. Number 1. The pharmacy you can walk into without a membership, and the cash prices that beat the drugstores. By federal law, a warehouse club cannot turn a non-member away from its pharmacy, so you do not need to pay the $65 fee to fill a prescription at Costco. You tell the greeter at the door you are going to the pharmacy, and you walk straight to the counter. It matters because Costco caps its markup on medicines far lower than the chains do, around 14 or 15% over its cost, so its cash prices on common generics are among the lowest in the country, often well under CVS and Walgreens, and frequently under Walmart's $4 list. The one habit that saves you the most is this. Ask the pharmacist to ring it up both ways, your insurance price and the plain cash price, and take whichever is lower, because on a fixed income, the cash price sometimes wins outright. Just know your access covers the pharmacy counter only, not the rest of the floor. So this is a prescription trip, not a grocery run. That first door was free to everyone. This next one is the biggest dollar item in the entire video, and it is also where I get to bust the most repeated Costco myth there is. Number 2. The Hearing Aid Center and the Kirkland hearing aid that no longer exists. For years, every senior savings list pointed you to Costco's own Kirkland Signature hearing aid as the great bargain. Here is the truth. Almost none of them bothered to update. Costco discontinued that Kirkland hearing aid back in late 2022 when the company that made it pulled out. So if a list still tells you to march in and ask for the Kirkland model, that list has not made a phone call in 3 years. What is actually there now is better news anyway. Costco sells prescription hearing aids from real brand names like Jabra, Rexton, Philips, and Sennheiser, with a new line being tested this year, priced roughly between $1,000 and $1,700 a pair. That same level of technology at a private clinic runs $3,500 to $7,000. The hearing test itself is free, and while you do need a membership to buy, a $65 membership set against a saving in the thousands is not a close call. Better still, they come with a long trial, around 180 days, so you can wear them through an entire season and still carry them back for a full refund if they are not right. If you or the person sitting next to you has been putting this off because of the price, this is the single most important counter in the building. Number 3. The eye exam that, just like the pharmacy, often needs no membership either. Costco Optical is one of the quietest bargains in all of eyewear, and the exam itself is done by an independent optometrist who, in most states, can see you whether or not you carry a Costco card, the same way the pharmacy works. So before anything else, call your local optical department and ask 2 things. Do I need a membership for just the eye exam? And what is your next opening? Now, buying the glasses or the contacts from Costco does take a membership, but it is worth it, because Costco's frames, its lenses, and especially its own Kirkland Signature contact lenses routinely land well under what the optical chains and the eye doctor's office charge for the very same correction. For a couple who each need a fresh pair every year or two, the gap between Costco's price and a retail optical shop is real money. Over and over again. Back to the pharmacy for one more, because this one is free and almost nobody signs up. Number 4. The Costco Member Prescription Program, a free discount card that stacks right on top of those already low prices. If you are a member, you can join this program at no cost, and it can knock a further slice off the price of many generic medicines, on top of Costco's regular cash pricing. The honest limits matter here, so listen close. It is not insurance, and you cannot run it through Medicare, Medicaid, or a private plan. It works on the cash price only, which means it is built for exactly the senior who is uninsured, caught in a coverage gap, or staring at a copay that is somehow higher than the cash price would be. You enroll through Costco. You look your medicine up on their member prescription page to see the price before you ever leave the house, and then you simply show your Costco card at the counter. For someone paying out of pocket for a daily medicine, that is found money every single month. Number 5 is the one you already love, and I want to give it its due as an actual line on the household budget. The $4.99 rotisserie chicken and the $1.50 hot dog. Costco has held that rotisserie chicken at $4.99 since the 1990s, and the hot dog and soda combo at $1.50 since the 1980s. And the company loses money on both of them on purpose, because keeping those prices frozen keeps you trusting every other price in the store. For a retired couple, that chicken is 2 or 3 dinners pulled off a single bird for the cost of a fancy coffee. And the hot dog is the lunch you eat on the day you shop, so you are not handing $10 to a sandwich shop on the way home. One small tip. Skip the prepared chicken Caesar salad at $6.99 and instead grab a whole rotisserie chicken plus a bagged Caesar kit from the cooler, and you have just made yourself 4 salads for about what 1.5 of the pre-made ones would have cost. Only know that the food court windows now scan a membership card, so this one is for members. Number 6 is the plain habit that quietly saves a careful shopper the most across a whole year. Kirkland Signature, Costco's own house brand, is very often the exact same product as the famous name brand, made in the same plant, wearing a plainer label for noticeably less. The batteries, the trash bags, the coffee, the olive oil, the over-the-counter pain reliever and the allergy pill, the laundry soap, the bag of nuts. Reporters and independent testers have traced Kirkland items back to the very same manufacturers as the premium brands again and again. The move is simple. The next time you reach for a name you recognize, Look for the Kirkland version 1 shelf over, compare the price per unit and not just the sticker, and switch on the things you buy over and over. On any single trip, the difference looks like $1 or $2 and barely registers. Spread across a year of the same purchases for 2 people, swapping even a handful of staples to Kirkland, is the slow kind of saving that quietly adds up into the hundreds, and you never once feel deprived. Number 7 fills a tank most weeks, so a small number does some heavy lifting. The Costco gas station typically runs somewhere between 15 and 35 cents a gallon under the corner station, and sometimes more than that. You do need a membership to use the pumps, and the lines can stack up at peak hours, so go early or midweek and skip the crowd. For a retired couple driving an ordinary amount, 15 to 35 cents off every gallon, week after week, quietly hands back a couple $100 across the year, which on its own very nearly covers a basic Gold Star membership before you have bought a single other thing. Pair it with the next one, and those gas savings stack even higher. Number 8 is how you get paid to spend money you were going to spend anyway. The Costco Anywhere Visa card from Citi carries no annual fee of its own as long as your membership stays active, and it pays back real cash. As I confirmed this month, it gives 5% back on gas bought at Costco itself, 4% on other gas and electric charging up to $7,000 a year, 3% on restaurants and travel, 2% on everything else you buy at Costco, and 1% on all your other spending. The reward lands once a year as a certificate you can spend right at the warehouse or cash out. Now the discipline, because this only works one direction. You pay the balance in full every month, or the interest quietly erases every penny of that reward, and then some. Used the right way, by a couple who fuel up at Costco and do their grocery run there, this card hands back well over $100 a year for changing nothing whatsoever about how you already live. Number 9 is sitting in your mailbox and in the app, and most people flip right past it. The monthly Costco coupon book, the member savings book. Every month, Costco runs a booklet of member-only discounts on dozens of items, from cleaning supplies to vitamins to electronics, and the savings come off automatically at the register when you buy a featured item, no clipping and no cutting required. The reason it matters is timing. If you simply hold an ordinary purchase, the laundry detergent, the multivitamin, the printer ink, until the month it turns up in that book, you pay the lower price for buying the very thing you needed anyway. You can see the current book in the Costco app or on the website before you ever go. Build your list around what is in the book this month, and you let Costco tell you the cheapest week to buy. Number 10 is money the store owes you and will never once chase you down to pay. The 30-day price adjustment. This comes straight from Costco's own policy, which I read this month. If you buy something and Costco drops the price on that same item within 30 days, you are owed the difference back, the full amount, not a coupon, and not store credit you have to fight for. On a television or an appliance, that can be $50 or $100. The only catch is that nobody hands it to you. You have to ask inside the window. For a warehouse purchase, you carry the item number to the member services desk. No receipt needed because your membership already holds the record, and they refund the difference on the spot. For an online order, you fill out the price adjustment form on the website. So whenever you make a larger purchase, glance at that item's price once or twice over the next 30 days, especially right when a new coupon book lands, and claim what is already yours. Number 11 can save you from a habit that drains seniors at every other electronics store, the extended warranty upsell. When you buy a television, a computer, or a major appliance at Costco, you automatically get 2 things at no extra charge. The first is Costco Concierge, a free technical support line that will walk you through a problem over the phone instead of leaving you on hold for an hour. The second is an extension of the manufacturer's warranty to a full 2 years from the date you bought it, which means the salesman at the other store, the one pushing a $100 protection plan on a television, is trying to sell you something Costco simply includes for free. So before you ever pay for a protection plan anywhere, remember that the warehouse already builds a second year of coverage and a real human helpline into the price. Keep the model and serial number written down somewhere, and if the set acts up inside those first 2 years, you call Concierge before you call anyone else. Number 12 is the most famous Costco perk of them all, and I want to give you the honest version, not the legend. The return policy as your insurance. On most of what Costco sells, the clothing, the furniture, the kitchen things, the household goods, even a food you tried and simply did not like, there is no time limit at all. You can carry it back whenever you are not satisfied and get your money back, and they can look the purchase up by your membership card with no paper receipt at all. That safety net is exactly what lets a careful person buy the bigger bag or try the new thing without the fear of being stuck with it. Now the real limits, because this is right where the rumors overpromise. Electronics and major appliances have a firm 90-day window, not forever. Tires and batteries run on their own separate warranties. And in the last year, Costco has started flagging accounts that abuse the policy. So treat this as a genuine safety net and not a free rental service. Used honestly, it is the most valuable insurance policy you will never pay a premium on. Number 13 is the second door that needs no membership of your own, and it is the answer for anyone whose children are members, but they are not. The Costco Shop Card. A Costco member can buy one of these store cards and simply hand it to you, and you can walk in and shop the whole warehouse with it. No membership card of your own required, because the shop card itself is treated as your way in. So if your son or your daughter carries a membership, and you only need Costco now and then, you do not have to buy your own $65 card. They can load a shop card for you, or you can do the very same thing for a parent. It is also the cleanest way to give a genuinely useful gift to someone on a fixed income, money that only ever spends on the necessities they were going to buy regardless. Number 14 answers the question this whole video opened with, and it answers it with the real math, so you can stop guessing. The executive membership, and whether it is worth it for just 2 of you. The basic Gold Star membership is $65 a year. The executive membership is $130, and in return, it pays you 2% back on most of what you buy at Costco, handed to you as a certificate each year, capped at $1,250. The upgrade costs $65 more than Gold Star, so the break-even is simple arithmetic. You need to spend about $3,250 a year at Costco for that 2% to cover the extra $65. A 2-person household buying groceries and household basics, there usually clears that without even trying. And this year, Costco added a $10 monthly credit towards same-day delivery for executive members, which is another $120 a year on top if you use it. Here is the part that takes all the risk off the table. If at the end of the year your 2% reward did not cover that extra $65, Costco refunds you the difference. So you can upgrade, watch the math run for a full year, and lose absolutely nothing if it does not pan out. Which brings us to number 15, the one that quietly stands behind every other item on this list. The 100% satisfaction guarantee on the membership itself. If you join Costco and decide, for any reason at all, that it simply was not worth it for the 2 of you, you can cancel and get your entire membership fee refunded. Not prorated, not partial, the whole thing back. And that changes the question completely. The membership is not a bet you are stuck with, it is a no-risk trial. So if you have been standing at that counter wondering whether a warehouse club still makes any sense now that it is just the two of you, the honest answer is that you can find out for free. Join. Use even 2 or 3 of the 14 things we just walked through: the pharmacy, the gas, the hearing center if you need it, and if it does not pay for itself, you walk right back out with your money. So let me add it all up the honest way, on the low side, for 2 retired people. Move your regular medicines onto Costco's cash pharmacy, switch a handful of staples over to Kirkland, fuel up at the pumps, and lean on the coupon book and the price adjustment, and the recurring savings alone clear that membership fee several times over every year before you have touched a single big-ticket item. And the year one of you finally deals with the hearing you have been ignoring, this one store saves you more than 20 years of membership fees in a single afternoon. Costco does not have a senior discount, and the truth is, it does not need one. It has 15 quieter levers instead, and the only thing standing between you and them is that nobody at the counter is ever going to bring them up. So you bring them up. Now do one thing with this. Think of the couple you know who are doing math at the kitchen table at the end of the month. The parents, the neighbors, the friends from church who just downsized into something smaller, and send this to them today, because 2 of these alone might cover a bill they have been dreading. Then tell me down in the comments. Costco regulars over 60, what is the best find you have ever walked out of that warehouse with? And name your town when you do, so we can build the map together. And if you want all 15 on a single page, the program, the words to say, and what each one is worth, it is sitting on a free printable list that goes live the moment this channel reaches 1,000 subscribers. So subscribe, and you will be first to get it.